Hello. Can you guys hear me out there? How's everybody doing tonight? Let's see. Am I coming through loud and clear? Hello. Yeah, coming through loud and clear. All right. How's everybody doing? William Paulette. Hello, sir. Hope you're doing well. Al from Russia, what's up, man? This is 3 Chain Links. I play them a lot, man. Really like them. A lot of great music from them. And their stuff is royalty free. So just ask their permission and, give them credit. But I love their stuff. Here's another one I really love of theirs. So how's everybody doing tonight out there? We finally got snow here in Kentucky. Finally. As you can see out the window here. Look at all that snow. Now, we finally got some snow here in Kentucky. It finally feels like winter, and it's only February. So, yeah. Late night stream action. You got it, JS. You got it. Brad Frazier, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? Dave Vanderhoff, what's up, man? You're about to watch your Halloween 2 Steelbook. Oh, you were about to watch your Halloween 2 Steelbook, and then I came on here live. Well, I appreciate you, picking me over the Halloween Steelbook, at least, or Halloween 2 Steelbook, at least for a little while. William, that's cool. That's cool. You've got it set up where it notifies you on your phone. So you're watching on your TV and commenting on your phone. That's awesome, man. Thank you. Of course, Al. Of course. Of course. Zach Livingston, what's up? How you doing tonight, man? Salvador Sandoval, what's up, man? How are you? Appreciate that. Siruv Nosage, greetings, my friend. Greetings. I'm doing very well, William. Thank you. Hope you're doing well, too, tonight. You're up late tonight, aren't you? Or do you live on the West Coast? So if you don't live on the West Coast, it's like, what, 9:30 out there? Oh, yeah, it's late. It's cold. I thought I'd jump on here maybe for a little while and just do a fun little stream. You're watching the 90s Roseanne Halloween episode? I remember that, man. Paul Gray, what's up, man? Let's see who else is with me. Dark Super YT, what's up, man? Oh, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot produced by Fede Alvarez. They announced the directors for that film today. I had never heard of them, but there are directors. I think there are 2 directors. Maybe I think they're brothers.
Garbage Day!
Ooh, we got a new subscriber. Steven Piera. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, my friend. Let's see who else is with me tonight. Adam, the motion picture history horror fan. What's up, man? It's going well here. Giovanni, what's up, Giovanni? How are you, buddy? Darkness Demon 8, what's up? Hope you guys are all doing well tonight. I see Jan Man is in the chat. Rock Music Forever 90, what's up? How you doing, buddy? The White Trash Jedi, what's up, man? Thank you. Appreciate the love. No, Fede Alvarez is just producing it. Fede Alvarez is just producing it. You're here for the Brie Larson appreciation stream. Well, this is it. This is Brie Larson appreciation. As a matter of fact, let me find a sexy picture of Brie Larson, and I'm gonna put it on screen because, man, she is just so hot. So hot. Let's see. Let me find a good PNG image here that we can post on the screen of Ms. Larson. Let me find a good one here. Is that a PNG? I want to find one of her making that, RBF face of hers, where she just like hates the world. Or, I'm sorry, she hates every man in the world. All right. I found a good picture of her. Let's add it here somewhere. Oh, man. Look at that. My goodness. I'll just keep that up. You guys don't need to see me. You just need to see Ms. Larson. Because Jan, man, I know you're a big Brie guy. So let's just put her right there. Like she's hanging out in the man cave with me. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Roger, you saw Birds of Prey. You recommend it. Good. I'm gonna try and get out on maybe Sunday and take Jeremy to go watch it. Strangeland BLS, new to the channel. You really dig it. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. You're in Fall River, MA. Is that Maine? No, Maine is... yeah, Massachusetts. Or I said Maine, didn't I? I'm sorry. Yeah, up there in Mass. 5 minutes from the Lizzie Borden house. Wow. I'm sure that's like can you like take a tour of it, I'm sure, and like, right? I'm sure they've monetized the Lizzie Borden house for sure. William, that is Brie Larson. That is Captain Marvel. Jan Man Chronicles. That's for Jan Man. He's a big Brie head. Loves Brie. Gotta love that Brie Larson. All right, let's get rid of her. Bye-bye. Scaring people away from the stream with that image up there. You know what I should? I'm going to replace Brie Larson with Margot Robbie, because in honor of Jeremy, and Jeremy would approve. Jeremy would definitely approve Margot Robbie over Brie Larson. That is for sure. So let's drop some. There we. Oh my goodness. There we go. Now we got Ms. Quinn hanging out with us. Put her right over there. There we go. Madcap Skills. From Ontario, Canada. Yes. How's it going up in Canada? They made the Lizzie Borden house into a bed and breakfast. That is awesome. That is awesome. Piz, you prove why you are the best. Secondary to our queen. I agree. Queen Brie, all the way. Would I like to stay in the original Amityville house? Sure. I'd spend the night there at least. Margot Robbie and Wolf of Wall Street. I know what. That would not be appropriate steak sauce, and you know that. Aaron Rodriguez, what's up, man? You just got out of work. Cool. It's going good here, man. It's cold and snowy today in Kentucky. I was saying at the beginning of the stream that, we finally got winter here in Kentucky, and it's February, so. Darkness Demon, Jeremy would agree with you, Margot. He would agree with you that Margot Robbie is great. We've got a video coming out tomorrow, Jeremy. We did a Jeremy Time video. And that one's coming out tomorrow. And there's a lot of Margot Robbie talk in it from Jeremy. So. You love the Friday the 13th skull cap. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Justice Ackers, what's up? It still ain't come to Jersey yet. Oh, you'll probably get it. Hopefully you don't get it while I'm up there next month. My luck, I'll be up there next month, and you guys will get hit with like a blizzard. Randall Beatty, what's up, man? You just got off work too? Not too much over here, man. Trying to stay warm. Piz, do you have a view on the Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation? I do. I think Amber Heard is evil. And what's funny is all of the people who were so quick to want Johnny Depp canceled, now that he's been exonerated, where are those people now? Where are those people to apologize, and then say, well, wait a minute, why don't we cancel Amber Heard instead? I mean, Amber Heard even said, nobody's going to believe you, she knew exactly what she was doing. She told him, nobody is going to believe you. They will believe me. So, I mean, that's evil, man. That's just straight up evil. Straight up evil. Weather is crazy in Texas. One day hot. Next day it's cold. That's how it's been in Kentucky. It's been more warm in Kentucky than it has been cold. But we are having a cold spell now. Which horror movie franchise is my all-time favorite? I'd have to say Friday the 13th. Manny, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. I'll be driving in Jersey. JS, you rewatched H2O recently. The only thing they nailed was the sting when Lori lopped his head off. Yeah, I agree. That movie's really not aged well. I don't think Halloween 2018 is going to age well either. I really don't. It's been nothing but nonstop snowy scenery and weather for you guys in New England. I hear you, Adam. So does Steven. I have seen House on the Edge of the Park, Darkness Demon. It's been many years though, but I have seen it. What does a super sticker do? I don't know. Barbecue Network. Hello, how are you? Oh yeah, Brad. Yeah, it's been extremely rainy here the past few days too, like flood level in some areas. I heard in some areas they've like closed off like, the flood walls. So we've had a lot of rain. Am I going to Horror Hound in March? No, I'm going to the New Jersey Horror Con in March, Jack. Sleepaway Camp. I love Sleepaway Camp too, Steven. Love me some Sleepaway Camp. Yes, I did, Sean. I did pick up the new Pinhead Ultimate figure. I actually did a video on it a few days ago. Let me grab that link for you, and I will post it in the chat. But very nice figure. Very nice figure. There's the chat. Here's the link to that video I did about the Ultimate Pinhead figure. Really nice figure. You finally got Edge of the Axe, Aaron? Yeah. Yeah. Good movie. Good Blu-ray release. Good stuff. I'm looking forward to getting the guy that directed Edge of the Axe. He's got another slasher that Arrow is releasing very soon. I'd never heard of it, and certainly haven't seen it. So, hey Greg, what's up? No, I've not painted a new hockey mask since December. I painted one for my buddy Jewel up in Canada, but since then I've not painted one. Are you as hungry as I? No, not really hungry. Not really hungry. I had some nice, had a nice bowl of chili earlier this evening. Nothing like a nice hot bowl of chili on a cold evening. What do I like more, Fletch or Weekend at Bernie's? Fletch. It's the New Jersey Horror Con is what it's called, Jack. I do not get excited for any reboots at this point. I'm so burnt out on reboots. I mean, a reboot is really just another name for remake in my book. And we're getting to the point now where, I mean, you know, the movies that they remade in the early 2000s, they're coming back around to reboot now, and it's just like, not again, you know. We had the remake trend, now we're in the reboot trend, and I'm tired of it. I'm just so tired of it. I mean, there's, you know, Hollywood is just so bereft of any originality. You know, they just go back to the well over and over and over and over again. I mean, good God, you know, I'm just so tired of it. So tired of it. You just started watching Haunting of Hill House, Manny. I really liked that. I really liked that series. That was really good. That was really good. Who would win in a battle between Jason and Michael? Well, I would have to go with Jason because, I mean, Jason's basically a zombie. You can't really kill him. Michael's still kind of a man at the end of the day, you know. So my money would be on Jason. Yeah, I knew that, Al. I knew that about, what was that guy's name? Simon Scudamore or something like that. Marty from Slaughter High. I actually emailed back and forth with one of the directors of Slaughter High many, many years ago. And I was talking to him about that guy. And he said that on the weekends, he would go to like I forget exactly where, but on the weekends, he would go and like do this program with kids where he would help kids learn how to read or improve their reading. So,
Garbage Day!
Got another subscriber, Alex Aguanaga. Thank you, sir. Let me bring down the height of the chat box so you guys can see Eric Freeman's glorious face whenever there's a new subscriber. But thank you for subscribing, Alex. Appreciate that. But yeah, he as I recall, the director also said that he was a little strange, very quiet guy. But yeah, on the weekends he volunteered to help kids how to learn how to read or to improve their reading. So, must have had a good heart. Would you have liked to see Chris Farley play the Robin Williams role in Insomnia? Oh man, that's quite a question. I loved Chris Farley. I think Chris Farley could have had an amazing career. I don't know if he could have pulled off that role though. I was actually talking about Killer Party the other day on I think it was the Sausage Factory. I was talking about Killer Party. I wish Killer Party would get a Blu-ray release. I really like that movie. I do like the movie 1 Hour Photo. I do like that movie. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I do like it. Really good performance from Robin Williams. Piz, Eva Mendes and Halle Berry and Bette Midler are all stranded in the rainstorm. You're in a hurry. You can only give one a ride. Who do you choose and why? Well, I'm going to pick the sexiest of the three, of course. So in that case, I'd have to go with Bette Midler. So I'm giving Bette a ride for sure. Nicomedes, you're finally looking forward to seeing the uncut restored My Bloody Valentine. It'll be all mine. It's a great release, man. It's a great release, and it looks fantastic. It's a great release, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I actually sat down earlier today and watched for the first time in a long time My Bloody Valentine 3D. I'm going to do a review of that and have that out either before Valentine's Day or on Valentine's Day. Do you think they will ever make a good Predator movie? Probably, I don't know. It depends on who's making it. Do you think the lawsuit for Friday the 13th will ever end? No. I've got some inside info on the lawsuit, but I can't share it. At least not yet. But to answer your question, no. PlayStation 9, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. You've seen movies worse than remakes and reboots, Piz. For example, The Bye Bye Man, and yes, it really sucks the way it is. Yeah, The Bye Bye Man, I'm surprised The Bye Bye Man was even released. And the fact that it was released theatrically, mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Day's gone pretty well, PlayStation 9. It was cold. It was snowy. I just kind of hung out, stayed warm, hung out with my girlfriend for a little bit, and just had kind of a chilly day. Well, you know what I will say, though, PlayStation 9, I have seen movies worse than some remakes and reboots, but at the same time, I would rather take a risk on a movie like a Bye Bye Man in the hopes that it's good and original than run and watch another reboot of a movie that I've already seen a million times, and they're not going to top the original one. They're only going to, rake it through the mud and... or it's going to be like some kind of remake or reboot in name only garbage. And I'm just, instead of a reboot of a known franchise, just rip off Friday the 13th and make something create a new horror icon, but just rip off Friday the 13th. Rip off Friday the 13th Part 4, but do it with a new horror icon. Create somebody new. Mike D, what's up, man? Where does the original My Bloody Valentine rank in the all-time list of slashers? It's in the top 10, man. I'm actually going to do a top 10 80s slasher movie list very soon. I've actually already, where's my list? I actually already put the list together. I just need to write up my thoughts on each of them. Oh crap, where's my list? That's not it. There it is. So yeah, my top 10 80s slashers. I've already got them pretty much ranked from 10 to 1. Don't want to spoil anything, but My Bloody Valentine's right up there. So just need to do write up my thoughts on each and then do the video. Oh goodness, I lost track. Here we go. I've lost my track here. I did see Color of Night, AMG. I liked it. I didn't love it. It's the kind of movie I think I'd probably need to watch it at least again one more time to just kind of take it all in. It's definitely a strange movie. It's a little, got a little bit of The Thing in it. It's got a little bit of, I don't want to spoil anything if you've not seen it, but it's definitely interesting. If you're a fan of Lovecraft movies, if you're a Lovecraft fan, you'll dig it, I'm sure. Brad, you watched the Scream Factory My Bloody Valentine last night, the uncut version. It was incredible. Loved it. The kills were badass. Yeah, Scream Factory did an excellent job on that. Thoughts on Dead Silence? It's been a long time since I've seen it. And I don't really remember a whole lot about it, to be honest. I've not seen Zombieland Double Tap yet. Justice. Of course, I love Joe Bob on Shudder, Steven. Yeah. Am I looking forward to the Resident Evil reboot series? I've not really thought about it, to be honest. I can't sculpt. I can't sculpt, and I really can't paint, Barbecue Network. I can throw paint on a hockey mask and make it look aged and weathered and nasty, but that's about it. I have seen Deathgasm, Vanderhoff. I did a review of it back when it first came out. But yeah, I like it. I liked it. But it was good. Looking forward to Resident Evil 3. Also, just subscribe to my Twitch account. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate that. Yeah. If you guys are on Twitch, be sure to drop me a follow over on my Twitch channel. I do intend to do some more video game streams in the very near future. More Friday the 13th, maybe some Last of Us, maybe Resident Evil 3. There's a game where you play as a shark, and it's been described as Grand Theft Auto, but you're a shark. I think it's called Maneater. It's coming out relatively soon, so I'm definitely looking forward to playing that. So if you guys are on Twitch, even if you're not on Twitch, now'd be a good time to create a Twitch, I think. I actually think that is actually think that is my Twitch thing going off right there. Yep, that was my Twitch thing going off right there, alerting me of follows on Twitch. So if you go follow me on Twitch, this little notification in the corner will pop up. So head over to Twitch if you're not already on Twitch. That'd be a good time to create an account and be sure to drop me a follow. Also, the new Predator game, when it comes out, looking forward to checking that out too. Probably be playing that quite a bit when it comes out. Not Morgan Freeman. What's up? You were replying to my last video. Bad movie going experiences. I've had some very interesting comments about that video. A lot of interesting stories people have shared with me of bad movie going experiences that they've had. And I'm surprised how many of them involve like people engaging in some sort of lewd act in their vicinity. There's been at least 2 stories shared about people who, were like, people sitting in front of them engaging in lewd acts. So I've never witnessed that during a movie. It may have been going on around me and I was just, unaware of it. But yeah. Favorite look for Jason out of all of the Friday the 13th films? Well, when I think of Jason, I think of either the part 3 look or the part 7 look. Those two are Jason's most iconic looks. The part 3 and the part 7. Oh my goodness. Mr. Carrot's Prospecting. My goodness, you've blown me up here. Just wondering, I just bought the part 3 hood from DS Masks and it's taking so long to get here. I would just send him an email and ask him for an update. I know he's a busy man. He's pretty much a one-man show over there, Paul. So just send him a message, send him an email and ask him for an update, man. So let's see. I've not seen the Rabid remake, Fernando. I've not seen it. Jaws Unleashed. I never got a chance to play Jaws Unleashed. I don't remember very much about the barn, Manny. I saw it, but I don't remember very much about it. What upcoming Blu-ray releases are you looking forward to? I'm kind of looking forward to the Gutterballs new Blu-ray. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting my hands on that one. Well, definitely the April Fool's Day Blu-ray. I'm definitely looking forward to that one. And aside from that, I'm really not too aware. I am aware of a couple of Blu-ray releases that are coming out at some point this year, but I can't really say anything about them. I've been sworn to secrecy, but they'll both be big releases. One is for an 80s cult movie that has never been released, never even made the leap to DVD. So it'll be debuting on Blu-ray sometime this year. And I really can't wait for it. It's going to be awesome. I apologize if I've missed any. Brian Deal, going to any upcoming cons? Yeah, I'm going to the New Jersey Horror Con in March, and I'm going to the I forget what it's called, but it's at the Monroeville Mall. It's a huge, lots of people from like Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead are going to be there. I'm planning on going to that one too. That one's in sometime in the summer, I think June maybe. But I'm looking forward to that one too. Let's see. What is your most sought after, hopefully Blu-ray release? You mean what Blu-ray? What movie am I hoping is going to get a Blu-ray release very soon? Was that the question? Oh, Mr. Carrot, you're blowing me up. Come on, dude. Jeez. Just send him a message, dude. Just email him. Everything will be fine, I promise. Why stream on Twitch and not on YouTube? Well, it'll only be video game streams on Twitch. Streams like this will stay on YouTube, but as far as video game related streams, those would just be on Twitch, because I think most of my subscribers aren't that interested in video game streams. But for what few who are, I just think Twitch would be the place. Grant F, what's up, man? You had a family with ages between 4 and 9 at Deadpool? Oh, jeez. W. Tim, what's up, man? Fright Night Horror, what's up? How are you, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Piz, can I write another horror movie? Sure. Maybe I have written other horror movies. Jan Man, Piz, have there been movies you've considered to be bandwagon movies that you felt like you were supposed to like but didn't? You recently felt that way about Parasite and The Lighthouse. Well, I loved Parasite. I really loved Parasite. The Lighthouse, I respect that movie for what it achieved more than I liked the movie. Put it that way. But yeah, there's a lot of movies these days you're supposed to like, Jan Man. And if you don't like them, you get called names. But I don't know, bandwagon movie. Probably the first Hatchet movie. That one jumps to mind because that was a big one that got pushed by like all of the the big horror websites. That was like, they all gave that movie such a huge push. And like, if you're a horror fan, if you're a slasher fan, if you want old school 80s style slasher movies, this is it. You got to go support this movie, blah, blah, blah. And I watched that movie and I thought it was absolutely dreadful. And I know it's got a huge fan base, but I wonder how many of those people really like the movie versus how many of those people like it because, Bloody Disgusting told them to like it, kind of thing. Living Dead Weekend. That's right, Noah. That's right. Yep. Living Dead Weekend, June 12th through 14th. Yep. I've not seen 1917 yet. I would like to see it. I hear it's very, very good. I really like the Night of the Living Dead 1990 remake too. Thoughts on Victor Salva as director of Clown House and the Jeepers Creepers franchise? I don't have very positive thoughts toward Victor Salva. That's for sure. And I'm not a big fan of Clown House. I saw that movie years and years ago before I knew about any of the controversy behind it, and I just did not. It didn't do it for me. I didn't like that movie very much. And then I liked Jeepers Creepers, and that was even before I knew about the Victor Salva's past. After that movie came out, I learned about Victor Salva's past. Now, I think Jeepers Creepers is a good movie. Jeepers Creepers 2 is god awful. And I didn't even waste my time on Jeepers Creepers 3. And really, I mean, I don't, I'm not a fan. Put it that way. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the guy. What's my Twitch? It's twitch.tv/pizowell. Same as my YouTube channel. I'll put the link here in the chat again. But yeah, if you're on Twitch, drop me a follow. And if you're not on Twitch, now's a good time to register. What Blu-ray do you want to come out that may never see the light of day? Fright Night 2, for sure. That's the one that definitely, I really want that movie to come out on Blu-ray. I really like that film. I love that movie. And I think it's long overdue to get a Blu-ray release. Psycho Cop, really want to see that movie get a Blu-ray release. I thought Vinegar Syndrome was going to do something with it. They released Psycho Cop 2 or Psycho Cop Returns, so I figured Psycho Cop would be right around the corner, but I don't know. So those would be 1 and 2 on my list of movies that, I really want to see get a Blu-ray release soon. I really hope this is the year for Fright Night 2. Cobra Kai fan. I've never, I've only ever heard great things about Cobra Kai, but I've never sat down to watch it. I need to sit down and watch it. I just need to sit down and watch it. What do I think of Escape from LA getting a collector's edition release? I'm not a huge fan of Escape from LA, but I know that a lot of people are. So, I mean, I think that's great. And, it'd probably be a good time to revisit Escape from LA on that release. Just depends on what the extras are. If the extras are on there, if there's some really good extras on there, I may pick up the Blu-ray. The Willies needs a Blu-ray release. Did you read my message about checking? Yes, yeah, Killing Spree. Yep. I saw your comment, Matt. Killing Spree from '87. I think I know what that movie is. I'm pretty sure I've been recommended that movie in the past. Well, let me just double check. Yeah, the Tim Ritter movie. Yep. Yeah, I've been recommended that movie in the past. I just haven't, haven't tracked it down. And I think it might even be on YouTube. Have I ever known anyone personally that sold off their whole movie or video game collection? No. Oh, Prom Night 2. Yeah, Prom Night 2 needs a Blu-ray release, JS. I agree. Absolutely. Oh, geez, I've lost my place in the chat again. No, not going to Horror Hound in March. No. Or no, wait a minute. I think I already answered that question, didn't I? Jason Breitenbach, what's up, man? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Do I eat corned beef hash? No. Mr. Carrots Prospecting? No, I don't think so. I don't think there's going to be a Friday the 13th reboot anytime soon, my friends. Nope. See if I missed anything. Jeepers Creepers was so bad. Yeah. Sasha, what's up? How you doing, man? Jeepers Creepers 3, the most awful trash ever created. Yeah, I passed on it. I passed on that one. Can I join your match when you stream Predator Hunting Grounds for fun? Of course, PlayStation now, of course. The Haunted 1991 is my most wanted Blu-ray release that will never see the... Why will it never see the light of day? Is there a reason why it won't see the light of day? Have I seen this film? The Haunted... Robert Mandel. Was it like a... It's like a TV movie. I don't know if I've ever seen this movie. May have to look into it too. Friday Night 2 was a classic, one that really surpassed the original. Julie Carmen's performance. Oh yeah, Julie Carmen was so great in that movie. She was so great in that movie. I remember watching that movie when I was a little kid, and she was just so sensual. You know what I mean? It just kind of like, I got that same funny feeling that I got when I watched Debbie Sue Voorhees in Friday the 13th Part 5 as a kid. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, she was great in Friday Night 2. And I love all the other vampires in that movie too, like her little crew. Like you've got the one guy who's eating the bugs. You've got the one guy who's like a bat wolf, weird hybrid. You've got the one very androgynous vampire. I just love the characters in that movie. Anthony Anderson, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Do you think physical media will be completely dead in 5 years? I don't know, Brian. I don't think it'll be completely dead. It may be winnowed down to like, niche releases, kind of like the Scream Factory, Arrow, Severin, Synapse Films kind of stuff. But I don't think it'll be completely dead. I don't think it'll ever truly die, because there is a big market for those kinds of releases. Clearly, because Scream Factory and Arrow are I don't think they're in any financial difficulties. What do you think of the killer in the When a Stranger Calls reboot? I actually really liked the When a Stranger Calls remake, Paul. I actually really liked that film. They took the first 15, 20 minutes of When a Stranger Calls, which is the best part of that movie, and they stretched it out to 90 minutes, and they did a really good job with stretching that out to 90 minutes. I had my doubts, but I actually really liked that movie. Can I do an Alone in... I intend to watch Alone in the Dark again sometime soon. I've really wanted to go back and rewatch that, Al. It's been a long time since I last saw Alone in the Dark. You have a review of The Haunted on your channel. I'll have to go check that out, Jan Man. Which do I prefer, Student Bodies or Slaughter High? Slaughter High. I like them both. But I'd have to go with Slaughter High. Student Bodies is a lot of fun. It really falls apart toward the end. But, yeah. Can you please do a review of the Entity and Tales from the Hood? Oh, goodness. Tales from the Hood. Now, that one's been many years since I last saw that movie. I just remember that scene where toward the end, the guy's like, where's the shit? Where's the shit? And the guy's like, the shit. You're going to be knee deep in the shit soon. I just love that, love that scene. Yeah, Julie Carmen did turn into like a big bat in Friday Night 2, Jack. That movie had some really nice effects in it. You're getting ready to watch The Fog, Jason. Great movie. I am looking forward to Halloween Kills. I mean, I'm cautiously optimistic. I really, really hope it's good. I hope all the things that I've been told about it from the test screenings are true, and you know, I really hope it's good. I really, really, really hope it's good. What's a good Canadian beer to have? Moosehead, of course. Moosehead. WTM. Gotta have. If you're going Canadian beer, you gotta go Moosehead. You live in the South, and they've raised the prices. Do I like beers? Sure. I'm pretty. When it comes to beer, I'm just kind of like, well, what have you got? No real preferences. I'm not like a beer, snob. Like, I've got to have like some kind of IPA or anything like that. Just, whatever you got. You're going to see Birds of Prey on Sunday, Manny? Did you see Bop tonight? What's Bop, Bismo? Bismo Funyuns. I can watch that Jordan and Peele segment literally anytime and just crack up. It's good stuff. Just fudge. Bismo Funyuns. Yeah, Matt, I do think eventually Arrow, Scream Factory will start re-releasing some of their movies on 4K. I think that's coming up soon. I think that'll probably start with Scream Factory, and then, I think that's only a matter of time. You never liked Terrifier? I was okay with Terrifier. I thought it was okay. I didn't love it. Didn't hate it. Thought it was okay. No idea where Fright Night 2 was filmed. Cyberwolf. No clue. I've not watched Massacre at Central High yet, Matt. Not yet. You only drink Moosehead when you're watching My Bloody Valentine. That's the best time to watch it. That's the best time. Well, that's the best time to drink Moosehead is when you're watching My Bloody Valentine. Mild recommendation, Korean horror flick The Cat. I may have that, JS. My buddy Lauren sent me 2 killer cat movies. One of them I think is the Korean cat, and then he sent me like a German movie that's about a killer cat. So, I mean, yeah. P.S. Who should be Dr. Loomis? Don Johnson, John C. Reilly, or Richard Jenkins? Gosh, I don't know. I don't know. I can't wrap my head around that one. Your favorite Tales from the Crypt episode was Top Billing with John Lovitz? I don't know if I've seen that one. You live in Alabama, Matt. All right, cool. Sling Blade was filmed near you. Cool. What role do I want to play in a disaster movie? I don't know. Barbecue Network. I don't know. Maybe the I don't know. Maybe like the inspector who's like, I told you, I warned you about this, and you did nothing, and then the building exploded. I warned you that was going to happen. There's always that kind of character in a disaster movie. I told you this would happen. You ignored me. I'd be that guy. I'd be that guy. They are making a sequel to Terrifier, Paul. Terrifier 2. Oh, I loved Are You Afraid of the Dark, Saruf. Loved Are You Afraid of the Dark. Love that show. I think they like reboot that. They tried to do like a reboot series of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Given that I work around mostly very young people, I can confidently state that 98% of them do not care about physical media and find the concept pretty stupid. I mean, I understand, Jan, man. And I got to tell you, as much as I love physical media, there's times where, it's just so much easier to stream something. That kind of convenience is what's causing the death of physical media and the death of, print media and the death of, the music industry, so nobody buys anything physical anymore. It's all stored in some cloud somewhere, but, and occasionally that cloud gets hacked or that cloud dissipates or, things just disappear. And kind of like, I forget, there was some cloud service. I don't remember what it was. I did a video on it a couple of years ago where people had bought movies and music, and one day their stuff was just gone. And basically, I don't remember what service this was, basically just told them, well, you'll have to buy it again. So they either lost what they had digitally owned, because do you really own anything if you own it digitally? I mean, honestly. You thought Jordan Peele's Us and Get Out were overrated. I thought Get Out was a little overrated. I thought it was a good movie, but not, people really, really overhyped the crap out of that one. I liked Us. Now, admittedly, the moment you start to think about Us, it falls apart. But I liked Us for what it is. I have seen Rock and Roll Nightmare Vanderhoff many years ago, though. I don't remember very much about it. I really like House of the Devil, Paul. Really like that film. Let's see. I've lost track of the chat again. iTunes. I think you're right, Manny. Yeah, you're right. It was iTunes. Do I like the new Tool album? I've really not listened to it very much, Matt. I've got it. I got it on Amazon Music. I've really not listened to it that much, Yeah, hey, Al, take it easy, Al. We'll see you next time, buddy. Jaws freaked you out, Grant? Scariest movie you ever saw? I can understand why. I was out in the ocean a year ago. Nowhere near like where sharks would be. But I have to tell you, it crossed my mind. Jaws crossed my mind more than once. So. Let's see. Where was rudest celeb? Brian Deal. Piz, who was the rudest celeb you ever met at a con, if any? Who was your favorite? The rudest. It would have to be. It would have to be Corey Feldman. But now, here's the thing. I've met Corey Feldman twice. The first time I met him, it was very, very positive. He was very nice. He was very personable. He was friendly. Great. He was fantastic. but he was dressed, just casual clothes. He looked just like a normal guy. The second time I met him, he was dressed like a Michael Jackson impersonator, all in black, had the black Michael Jackson hat on, had long hair, sunglasses, leather gloves on his hands, and complete opposite of the first meeting. I walked up to his table. He like shook my hand with his glove on and like purposefully looked away from me when he shook my hand. And like while I was there, he like, instead of engaging with me, he was like engaging with his handler or whoever was with him. And, just very, very, what's your name? Bye-bye. So that, and that was, I've heard people have, worse encounters with celebrities at conventions. I've really not had too many bad encounters, and maybe it's because I'm 6'4" and, a big fella. But that one sticks out. I've told the one about Tom Savini trying to for lack of a better word, steal $80 from me. But I've really not had anybody be overly rude or jerky to me at a convention, which is a good thing. But those two kind of stick out. My favorite person I've met at a convention, I've met a lot of really nice people at conventions. I mean, I've had mostly positive meetings with celebrities at conventions. I've mentioned it before. When I met Gunnar Hansen, he said, he told me that I would make a great Leatherface. So, I mean, that was like the ultimate compliment for me. That was a great moment. Meeting Eric Freeman in the flesh and getting to hang out with him. That was really cool. Running into John Carpenter at Shoney's, was interesting. I've had mostly positive experiences at conventions. So I'm very happy to say that. Very, very happy to say that I've had mostly positive experiences at conventions. Corey Feldman's always been a bit weird. Zach, have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Joe Carluzzo, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. I have seen Tales from Halloween. I did a review of it back when it first came out. I have seen Ford Fairlane. Yes, it's been a long time, but yeah, I've seen Ford Fairlane. Matt. I've not seen Ford versus Ferrari, Vincent, but I've heard it's very good. Adam, your top 10 zombie flicks of all time would have to be Night, Dawn, Day, The Crazies, Dead Alive, Manchester Morgue, Return, The Beyond, City of the Living Dead, and Zombie. That's a great list. That's a great freaking list. Piz, which female celebrity would you have the hardest time saying no, absolutely not to? In reference to what? I'm not sure what. Are they offering me like a stick of gum? Or I'm not sure what would I be saying no to. Are they offering me drugs? If they're offering me drugs, I'm absolutely saying no. What's my prediction for 2019 Best Picture? I don't even know all of the movies that are nominated. I know Joker's nominated. Aside from that, I have no idea. I have no idea who else is nominated. You've heard Nick Castle is so nice. He was at a convention that I was at, but I did not meet him. I did not get to meet him. As a matter of fact, I know he was there, but I don't even think I saw him there. A friend of a friend was one of his angels for a while, and she said he was nuts. Big crack rock. You don't say. Surely not. I mean, surely not. Am I going to watch the Oscars this Sunday? Nah, probably not, Vincent. Nope. Maybe Corey thought I was Jason Voorhees. No, I think he just, he just probably didn't want to be there. Maybe he was having a bad day. I don't know. Here's my thing with conventions, with celebrities at conventions. I mean, they're only human. You know what I mean? They have good days. They have bad days. Maybe they're jet lagged. Maybe they're sick. Maybe they're homesick. Maybe, you know what I mean? They just found out that their significant other's cheating on them. Maybe they found out that somebody's trying to screw them over. Maybe they just lost a role in a movie. I don't know what the deal is. They're human. But if they were on the set of a movie, regardless of what condition they were in, regardless of what mood they were in, between action and cut, they would be professional. When I walk up to your table, that is action. When I walk away, that is cut. So I'm paying you damn good money for a few minutes of your time. Maybe not even a few minutes, a minute or two of your time. The least you can do is pretend like you care. You're an actor. Act. You know what I mean? So, that's my philosophy. But there's a flip side to that coin. I think there's also a level of professionalism that you have to exhibit as a fan at a convention, and not ask a million questions, not try and create some sort of lasting, meaningful friendship with the celebrity. Because I mean, it's just not going to happen. And I've seen a lot of, I've seen far more rude fans at conventions than I have, celebs, put it that way. I was talking to a celeb who is making the rounds on the convention scene, and he was like, I had this guy, and he just, he wanted everything free, and he just kept bouncing around the table and taking up time, and he was just not asking a million questions, and he was probably drunk or on something, and I mean, he was just really rude and inconsiderate to everybody else who was in the line, and finally they just had to like shoo the guy off. So yeah, I've seen far more rudeness come from fans at conventions toward celebrities than in the reverse. What happened with Tom Savini? I was wearing a Sausage Factory shirt, and when I went to his table, I forget what I had signed, but his handler asked me, "What's the Sausage Factory?" So I go into this spiel about what the Sausage Factory is. Savini's just sitting there with his hand out, waiting for me to pay. So I hand him a $100 bill. His price is $20. He took the bill and just threw it under his table into his box with the rest of his cash. So I continued my conversation with his handler, finished the conversation with his handler, and then I looked at Savini and gave him the same look that he was giving me. And so we just had this quiet moment where I was staring at him in anticipation, and he was staring at me in, I don't know, wondering why I was still standing there. And he was like, "What?" And I said, "My change?" He goes, "Oh, what?" He reached under the table, pulled the $100 bill out of his box and goes, "Oh, I thought this was a 20. My bad." And I'm like, Sure you did. Sure you did. So yeah. Carpenter at Shoney's, man, I would have lost it. Yeah, that was an interesting. I'd actually met him that same day at the convention. Had him sign my Halloween poster you see over my shoulder, and then I went to lunch with my buddy Barry B. Jr. He used to be on the Sausage Factory, and we're sitting there eating, and Barry, my back was to the door, and Barry goes, "John Carpenter just walked in." So Carpenter walked in, he sat down at a booth by himself. I, walked over to him and I said, not trying to bother you, just wanted to say it was such an honor to meet you today. I'm such a big fan, and, just thank you so much. And he was like, oh, you're welcome. This place any good? And I was like, well, yeah, we had the breakfast buffet. It was really good. Yeah. Oh, I'll have to try that. But thanks for, and I was just like, Carpenter asked me about the breakfast buffet at Shoney's in Louisville, Kentucky. So I thought that was funny. Oh goodness, I've totally lost track of the chat here. Dookie Wilkos, what's up, man? How are you doing? Dave Sheely, hello. Are you still in touch with Michael Felsher? The TSF episodes with him? Yeah. I've actually not talked to Michael in some time. But I was thinking about getting in touch with him actually to do another Sausage Factory episode sometime in the near future. So hopefully we can arrange that. I know he's a busy guy, so hopefully we can arrange that. Oh, I love Burial Ground, Aaron. I love Burial Ground. That little guy in that movie, like the small adult who's playing the little kid. Oh, great stuff. Casey McMullen. What's up, Casey? How are things in Utah? Jerpin. Hello, Jerpin. How are you doing, buddy? You just got off work. Thanks for stopping by. I have seen Parasite, Vincent. I really liked Parasite. It was on my top 5 favorite movies of last year list. How is the movie 47 Meters Down? I really liked the first 47 Meters Down. I've not seen the sequel. But I did a review of 47 Meters Down back when it was first out. I've not seen Clubhouse Detective 1996, as told by Gonzo. A date, we shall say. A date. Okay. So like just, going getting like a milkshake or something. I see where you're coming from, Jan Man. I don't, I would have to, whoever the celebrity is, I would have to say, I appreciate the invite, but I'm taken. And I'm a one girl kind of guy. So. Casey, you went to the Mile High Horror Film Festival and Michael Berryman was there. Cool. Any location trips in the future? No, not really. I do really want to make it out to California at some point in the near future and go to the Halloween house and the Nightmare on Elm Street house, or the Halloween houses and the Nightmare on Elm Street house. You're going to Horror Hound to become best friends with Razor Ramon? That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'd love to be best friends with Razor Ramon. I met Kevin Nash a few years ago at a convention. You should play horror games on YouTube. Well, I have played some horror games on YouTube. Just not any in a while. I never got a chance to meet Stan Lee, Vincent. Yeah. I mean, they have to. Yeah. Yeah, JS, that's true. And some of them I don't think mean to be out of their minds. I think some of them just kind of get starstruck, maybe, and they just don't know how to act. But some of them are just jerks. I mean, that's the bottom line. Some of them are just jerks. Paul Sharp, you're studying practical makeup tutorials on YouTube. Cool. Favorite cuisine? Good question, Grant. I'm an Italian guy. Well, I love Italian, but I also love Mexican food. Oh, goodness. If I had to pick just one, I guess I'd have to go with Italian. Slimy Green Creep Machine. Nice name, dude. Love that name. Love the House by the Cemetery review. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. You've been catching up on all the episodes of The Sausage Factory, starting with season 1. Wow, man. You've got a lot to catch up on, Adam. But I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, we've been going for a long time. Dave, calm down, bro. Jeez. Yeah, Dave, relax. Chill, bro. Jeremy is in bed. Jeremy goes to bed every night at 8 p.m. sharp. 8 p.m. sharp. So he's been asleep for a while. Freudstein lives? He does. Freudstein certainly does. Jared Parker, what's up, man? How are you? You love Olive Garden, Manny? I do too. I love Olive Garden too. I love to get, get those breadsticks, get a nice bowl of chicken gnocchi. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Lasagna or spaghetti? It depends on what kind of mood I'm in, but I would mostly go for lasagna. But, a nice plate of spaghetti and meatballs with the right sauce on there, a nice meaty sauce, you know what I mean? Some Parmesan cheese. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. You told your ex-girlfriend that Gina Carano would be joining us on a date if the opportunity presented itself. I know I have a Japanese singer who would be welcome as well. Is that why your girlfriend is now your ex-girlfriend? If I'm on death row, last request meal, probably just a nice big pizza. Did I ever review? No, I've not reviewed Cannibal Holocaust yet. Oh, I've lost track of the chat again. Dude, you showed that lenticular 3-disc and I had to buy it. It's a really nice release, man. No doubt about that. Really nice release. If I'm ever down, I just throw on the Epic Maximum Overdrive TSF commentary. That was a good one. That was a fun one. We've done some really good shows over the year, man. I'm really proud of what we've done over on the Sausage Factory all these years. We've had some great guests, had some great shows. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Just got out of a screening of Slumber Party Massacre 2, but unfortunately the files for it and House by the Cemetery got corrupted in the download, and SPM2 cut out in the last 17 minutes. Oh. Is it worth popping in my Blu-ray when I get home to finish it? Of course. Yes, of course. Jared, you're catching up on The Walking Dead. Oh, man, I fell out. Let's see, I think it was season 6 is when I kind of bowed out of The Walking Dead. Eddie Wyand, what's up, man? How are you doing, buddy? Ever seen Grandmother's House? I don't think so. Pizza, you should get Night Beast from Vinegar Syndrome. Great Blu-ray. I actually got some Blu-rays in from Vinegar Syndrome the other day. Let's check these puppies out. Hold on. I got the Tammy and the T-Rex 4K. I can't, I never thought I would live to see a day where we got a 4K UHD release of Tammy and the friggin' T-Rex. But I'm holding it right here in my hands. My goodness. Tammy and the T-Rex 4K UHD. I also got their release of Berserker. Dig this white case too, by the way. And I got Unmasked Part 25. I've never seen this, so I'm kind of curious to check this out. I will have reviews of all three of these up on the channel in the very near future. But yeah, Tammy and the T-Rex 4K UHD. My word. My word. Because you should have told management about the guy spitting on the floor behind you. Well, here's the thing, and I actually mentioned this in the comment. I replied to a couple of comments on that video because people were like, "Dude, why didn't you do something? Why didn't you, save this little kid? Like, why didn't you, do this or do that?" And with that theater, you got to keep in mind, this was not a Regal theater. This was not an AMC theater. This was a Ma Pa theater with a staff of like 16-year-old kids. So when I have in the past gone out to complain like, hey, there's people being disruptive in here, can you do something about it? They're like, oh, sure. Yeah, we'll get right on that. And nothing happens. They don't come in. They don't ask them to stop. They don't issue them a warning. So it's really kind of pointless. And I've done that on 2 separate occasions in the past with this theater. Asked them to, intervene, and they did not. So I don't go to that theater very often anymore because of that. And I don't think it's necessarily, young kids, but at the same time, the management, the people who are a bit older, they're just like, hey, we got your money. If you're not happy, leave. You know what I mean? Sorry. Good night, Brad. Take care, man. Conversations with a Mime. What's up? Saw Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 for the first time the other day. The Garbage Day line had me cracking up. Good stuff. If somebody subscribes here, if I get any new subscribers, we'll get that line. We'll get that line. Tammy the T-Rex sounds dank. It's pretty dank. Favorite Sausage Factory episodes are the Stephen King ones because it went on for so long to the point I was only watching. I was only one watching at one point. Yeah, some of those Stephen King shows, we did 2, I think. Or did we do 3? I think we did 2, but they were both very long. Someone with an OLED, there's quite often only very subtle differences between a 4K Blu-ray and a standard Blu-ray. I think the differences are often exaggerated. Unpopular opinion. It depends on the film. Because even in 4K, if it's not a great looking movie, it'll make certain things it'll add a lot of detail, but it's not gonna like jump off the screen at you. You know what I mean? So I think it just kind of depends on the movie. Now, I've seen some 4K movies or 4K releases where, I mean, it just looked absolutely phenomenal. And then I've seen some 4K releases where it was just kind of like, yeah, there's a little more detail thrown in there. You know, I noticed a few things in the background that I'd never noticed before, but, you know, it just depends on the release, I think. General Hot Batman Pizza Hut. My God, great name. You'll be at 40K subs soon. That's awesome. Yeah, I should be there. Where am I at right now, as a matter of fact? 38.1. Let's see, what's the exact number? Because YouTube does not want to show people the exact number of subscribers that they have anymore. 38,183. So yeah, I should be hitting 40 pretty soon. 40K needs a special stream with Jeremy. Oh, of course. Of course. Silent Night 2 is better than Halloween. Well, I love Silent Night Deadly Night 2. I love that movie. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I do love that movie. If it's shot on film, it's far better in 4K. Conversations with a Mind, not really a bad movie experience, but you've had the awkward experience of some teenagers sitting near me making out the whole time. Well, I mentioned this earlier in the stream. I was kind of surprised by a couple of people's comments on my video talking about how they were in the vicinity of people engaging in lewd acts during the movie. Now, I've never had that experience, at least that I was aware of, where, you know, lewd acts were taking place, you know, in my vicinity. But, yeah. I did not pick up the Let's Scare Jessica to Death Blu-ray. We need Silent Night 2 on. I absolutely agree. We do need Silent Night Deadly Night 2 on 4K. Abso-freaking-lutely. The Trash Stash. What's up, man? How are you doing? Nick Pierce Toy Reviews. Hello. How are you? I'm a watcher of lovers and excites. Well, you know, hey, whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever floats your boat. Arrow Video as well as Grindhouse Releasing both rolled out the red carpet for the cult classic Pieces. Yes. Gave it the proper treatment. I agree. They both great releases for both those films. Abso-freaking-lutely. You've seen lewd acts when you worked at the theater. Well, Riho and Cameron, who were both on the Sausage Factory, and who used to are former theater employees, both said that they witnessed lewd acts take place when they worked at a theater. Now, I don't remember if they said they had to step in and stop things, but yeah. Popcorn barrels with the bottom cut out. That's an old one. That's an oldie but goldie. What is the Sausage Factory? Is a live streaming movie discussion show that streams live just about every Thursday night. I am the moderator of the show, and we talk about movies, and we usually veer off into all sorts of strange, often disgusting topics. But there is the link to our channel. Go over and check out the Sausage Factory and subscribe. And also, I'll drop it again here in the chat. There is the link to my Twitch channel. So if you guys are on Twitch, drop me a follow over on Twitch. Working at a theater is crazy. You see a lot of gross stuff. People sneak in sunflower seeds and spit them all over the floor. Yep. I can imagine. I always feel bad for, the staff who've got to go in after the movie and attempt to clean that mess up. So, are you guys done with Miss Robbie? Let's take Miss Robbie off the screen. Or do you guys want to keep do you guys want to keep Margot Robbie on the screen? If you guys want to keep her, let me know. If you want her gone, let me know. Am I excited for Spiral? Goonies Meaty Calves has followed me on Twitch. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I think it looks interesting. I think it definitely I'm not a fan of the Saw sequels at all, and Spiral looks like a departure from that, so I'm good with a departure. So I'm kind of interested to see it, but I don't know. I guess I'll just kind of wait for the reviews. If it's really positive, I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking now it's one that I could probably wait for streaming for, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So what are you guys up to tonight? Guys up late with me, hanging out, shooting the bull. We got Roy. Got Roy hanging out with us. Let's put Roy down a little bit. There we go. There's Roy. Roy's keeping an eye on everybody. Making sure nobody gets out of line. That's an awesome follow sound, Piz. Thank you. The TSF Halloween 2018 discussion was awesome. Listened to it several times. Cool. That's cool, JS. Yeah, that was an interesting show. Is Chris Rock playing the killer? No, Chris Rock is a cop in the film. Am I familiar with the filmography of Herschel Gordon Lewis? Not really. I've really not looked into too much. I've really not looked into too much of his stuff, and I don't think I've seen any of his movies either. Thoughts on Joker? I know it's kind of old now, relatively, but Adam, I loved it. I thought it was a great movie. I loved it. Thought it was a great movie. Loved Loved Joaquin Phoenix's performance. It was my favorite movie of last year, without a doubt. Team Roy, absolutely. Team Roy, hashtag. Loomis, who would it be, Piz? Wilford Brimley. There you go. You finding any good games, PlayStation 9? Hi, Sashi. It's 8:06 a.m. in Germany. So again, are you up early or are you up late? The Last of Us 2 and Halloween Kills are your most anticipated video game and movie. Cool. Who would be the best to play Bernie in A New Weekend at Bernie's? Ray Romano or Scott Bakula? I'm going with the Bakula. Favorite pizza topping? Just good old-fashioned pepperoni. Good old-fashioned pepperoni. That's Jeremy's favorite too. When we order pizza, we usually order double pepperoni. Jeremy does love him some pepperoni pizza. Jeremy also loves stuffed crust pizza, which he will eat. He'll turn it around and eat it crust first. And then when he gets tired of just the pizza, he'll tear the crust off the pizza, eat the crust, and just leave the rest of the pizza in the box. So I'll end up like the following day with, leftover pizza with no crust on it. So Clint Howard is Loomis. Nice. I like that. You plan on watching The Toxic Avenger for the first time tonight, AMG? It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. You wonder as a paramedic if Roy saved more lives than he ended? I would say yes. I'd say he saved a lot more lives than he took. Oh man, how much money have I invested in my man cave? Oh, lots. There's lots. Yeah. Yeah, a lot. Criminal Law. No, not seen Criminal Law. Joe Reese, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Conversations with a Mime. Piz, I know you're a fan of Hell House LLC series also. What's the creepiest scene that stuck out the most to you? The scene with the hitchhiker. Oh, the scene with the hitchhiker girl is very good in Hell House 2. That's a very good sequence. That whole opening, the thing where they're showing the footage of the people who decided to, like live stream themselves going into the house, you know what I mean? And like all of that I thought was really well done and very, very effective. But the hitchhiker girl was super creepy. Like it just got really cold down here in the man cave, just thinking about the hitchhiker scene from Hell House 2. That was a really good scene. Good question, Paul. It would be I've actually got an idea for I think a really good slasher movie that if I could get 35 millimeter film, 35 millimeter camera, of course, a good cast, some money, blah blah blah, would be a good slasher movie. It would be a murder mystery slasher movie. Favorite beer? I'm not super picky when it comes to beer, Jared. I'm just kind of like, well, what you got? You'd love a Halloween game in the vein of Friday the 13th. That would be cool. That would be cool. There's a homemade or there's a Halloween game out that you can download for PC that a guy made. I thought about downloading it and trying it. He also made a Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, and both of them look pretty good. So I don't know. Maybe I'll look into downloading those and maybe play them on Twitch. I don't know. We'll see. Do you think the results of Halloween Kills will represent the end of Halloween Ends? I think Halloween Kills will be like The Empire Strikes Back. I think Halloween Kills will end with I think Michael will have the upper hand. I think Michael's going to kill either Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter or her granddaughter. Probably the daughter, the Judy Greer character. I think Michael will get to her and kill her, like right in front of Jamie's eyes or Laurie's eyes, whatever. Completely breaking her. And then Halloween Ends will be, Return of the Jedi or Return of the Strode. Make Jeremy tomato. What was that? I lost that. Make Jeremy tomato pie. It's great. Tomato pie. I don't think he would touch that, man. I've not seen Leprechaun Returns, Aaron. Could I see Phoenix's Joker in a Batman film? I don't know. I think they should. I know. I don't think I want to see Phoenix's Joker in a Batman film. I don't know if they should do it. I know they're talking about a sequel. I don't. I don't know. I'm not on board with the Joker sequel. Have I ever done a cannonball from Caddyshack? I've done a cannonball in a swimming pool. Is that the same thing? It's been a very long time since I've seen Caddyshack. Jerpin. Should Michelle Pfeiffer retire? I don't know. That's a question I've never contemplated. I say no. Let Michelle Pfeiffer, go as long as she wants to go. Oh, the audio was missing in places on Hell House 2? I think that's where I think I watched it on Shudder. I watched the first Hell House on Amazon Prime. But I'm pretty sure I watched 2 and 3 on Shudder. But if you've got Shudder, definitely check it out. I really liked Hell House 2. You thought Zombieland Double Tap was meh? I've not seen it yet. Roy never actually killed the kid who axed his son. Well, maybe, no. Well, maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe he did it off screen. From the Hell House LLC you reviewed here. Yes. That's the sequel that I'm talking about to it, Sasha. Do I think Christine will ever get a remake? I'm surprised Christine hasn't already gotten a remake, to be honest. If it's not gotten a remake by now, I don't think it will. I sure hope not. Could a Hellraiser game work? I No, I don't think so. Joe, you ordered the Arrow Blu-ray of The Burning? Good. Good release. Do I think the little boy will be in Halloween Kills? What little boy? You mean Tommy Doyle? The grown-up Tommy Doyle? He's going to be there. Was there a little boy from Halloween 2018? Oh, yes, there was. I forgot about him. Who knows? Who knows? It's when Bill Murray hits weed and takes a shot at the same time. Okay. Now I remember. No, I don't think I've ever done one of those. Hey, that's a good point, JS. That's a good point. The Sinner on Netflix is an amazing series. Oh, The Sinner, is it amazing? I don't know. I've not seen it. I've not seen it, Dave. 2 and 3 were not good in your opinion. I guess you're talking about Hell House. I liked 2. I liked 2. 3. 3 was a bit meh in my opinion, but I do kind of want to go back and revisit it. I do think the first one is really good, though. Really good. That's not true, Trash Stash. That's not true. That'd be an interesting movie, though. Rob Zombie will do Christine? No. Nope. I feel all the subscription services are getting out of hand. It's a matter of time before we get internet cable. I'm not getting Prime, Shudder, Netflix, ESPN Plus. Really all I've got at this point is Prime and Shudder. I borrow somebody's Netflix, put it that way. But Prime and Shudder. And Prime pays for itself for me because I with the free shipping. And Shudder's like $5. I mean, not seeing compliance. Predator and Terminator franchise are dead. Yeah, pretty much. Terminator is dead. Yeah, Terminator is dead. Beyond dead. Predator's pretty dead too. The Sinner is a great series on Netflix. Okay. Youngsters in film school get how important physical media and film are, and thank God they're the future of filmmaking. Well, good. 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 I've not seen the houses that October built. Conversations with a Mime. I've not seen it. I've actually heard kind of mixed things about it, but I was gonna watch it back during Halloween, but I just didn't get around to it. APS, you still have to check out the series. You just like Dexter. Pretty good. I never watched any of Dexter either. That was another series that just kind of completely flew under the radar for me. I've not done a ranking for John Carpenter movies, Chirpian. That might be an interesting video, though. No new news, Southpaw. Jean-Claude Van Damme. I love Van Damme. Love the Van Damme. All right, I've got to look up this Brian De Palma Harvey Weinstein movie. See if this is really happening. I do like Brian De Palma. I've liked quite a lot of his movies. Well, there is Predator has been announced. Plot unknown, described as a horror film set in Hollywood and featuring a predatory movie mogul. I'm sure it has nothing to do with Harvey Weinstein, though. That's just a total, coincidence. Has nothing to do with Weinstein. Nothing. Rank Bronson movies? Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun. I do love me some Bronson. Dexter was great, and then season 7 and 8 happened. You like Steven Seagal better, Aaron? I was never a big Steven Seagal guy. I was a much bigger Van Damme guy. Can you think of any underrated horror sequels that have nothing to do with the original? My favorite is Prom Night 2. That's a good one. I love Prom Night 2. Oh goodness, that's a good question. Underrated sequels that have nothing to do with the original. Yeesh. I can't really think of any off the top of my head. I don't know. It's a good question, though. You just watched Hospital Massacre, Joe Fish, the reviewer? I'm thinking Hospital Massacre. Is that the one with, let me look it up here and make sure. X-Ray, yes. Also known as X-Ray. That is that's that's a wild and wacky movie. I do like that movie, though. That's it. Yeah. Wild and wacky. I was going to review that movie a while back, but I just never got around to it. It's out there. It's out there. It's fun, though. Have you seen Hell High? People torture. Yeah, that one sounds. Yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen Hell High. Yep. You're watching Terror Train for the first time. Really? Yeah, Dookie. Yeah, Dookie. I actually did a review of it. Really not that long ago. Death Wish 2 is my favorite Death Wish movie too. Trash Stash. Love Death Wish 2. Arnold or Stallone? I was more of an Arnold guy. But there's a lot of Stallone movies from the 80s I absolutely love. What was your favorite review to do for your series File 13? Oh, and what was my favorite review to do for the series The Lost? All of the File 13 reviews were really fun because, those are just, those are fun movies. They made it into File 13. They were fun movies. I don't know. Gosh, what was my favorite File 13? I'd have to look it up, to be honest. Some of those movies I don't remember that well. Let's see. File 13, the playlist. Let's check it out. No, I don't want to do that. Let's see. What did I have in File 13? The last one I did was Don't Hang Up, and that was back in 2017. Tammy and the T-Rex. was in File 13. Home Sweet Home, The Hills Have Eyes 2, Psycho Cop, Pieces. Oh, Pieces. Love me some Pieces. Cruel Jaws, aka Jaws 5. Oh, The Last Slumber Party. That was a fun one. That was a fun one to do for File 13. Slugs. Love Slugs so much. Rush Week. Love Rush Week. Jaws the Revenge, of course. Gotta have Jaws the Revenge in there. Spookies. The Pit. The Pit. Oh, I love that movie. Slumber Party Massacre 3. My favorite Slumber Party Massacre. Sorority House Massacre 2. Savage Streets was the very first one I did. Good stuff. Good stuff. Those were all fun to do. I mean, really, those were all fun to do. Let's look up The Lost. The Lost playlist. The last Lost review I did was also back in 2017 for The Hidden. The Night Flyer. Love The Night Flyer. We were talking about Fright Night Part 2 earlier. Fright Night Part 2 in The Lost. Rad. Great 80s movie. The Keep. Michael Mann's The Keep, which is actually getting an official DVD release. It's either out now or it's going to be out now very soon. Neon Maniacs. I love Neon Maniacs. Love that movie to death. Cherry Falls. Jack's Back. Love Jack's Back. So happy that movie finally got a Blu-ray release. The Ugly, great flick. Alice, Sweet Alice. Death Dream. The Mutilator. Love that film. Alien 3, The Assembly Cut. I don't know. What would be my favorite one that I did for The Lost. I don't know. Can't narrow it down to just one. Let's see. What have I missed in the chat? Let's see. We've been going for over 2 hours. And we currently have 71 people viewing. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Joining me on this cold and snowy night here in Kentucky. Do I like Arnold prank calls? Of course. Yes, I've seen No Holds Barred conversations with a mime. It's been a while, but I just, the rip, good stuff. Cobra versus the Terminator should have been a movie. I love Cobra. Love Cobra. You want to check out the Bronson Christmas movie? Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. Can't imagine Bronson in a Christmas movie unless it was like, a Christmas, revenge movie. You know what I mean? Where he's like, you killed my daughter. Merry Christmas. My favorite line in Death Wish 2 is when he's got the guy down in like the basement of this old abandoned hotel, and the guy's got like this big cross on and he's holding it, and Bronson's like, do you believe in Jesus? And the guy's like, yes sir, I do. And he goes, well, you're about to meet him. Blows him away. Great stuff. I've seen Terra Firma, Matt. I like it. Don't Answer the Phone. Yes, I have seen that. And I've actually got it. I actually bought the Blu-ray just recently. It's around here somewhere. Will my girlfriend ever become a member of the Sausage Factory? No, she's not interested. What do I think of Streets 1990 with David? I don't think I've ever seen that movie, Paul. The Do I prefer Arrow or Scream Factory? That's That's a really difficult question. I mean, they both release great stuff. You know what I mean? All of their releases are top notch, man. So I couldn't pick just one. Synapse or Vinegar Syndrome? I'd have to go with Vinegar Syndrome. Synapse really only does, I mean, it seems like they only do a couple of releases every, I don't know. They don't do a whole lot of releases, Synapse films. When they do a release, it's usually really good. Thank you, Mr. Pizzo. You're the best. Thanks for making my night better. Love hearing anything you have to say. Well, thank you. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that, man. Glad I could make your night a little better. Don't know what to watch. Sleepaway Camp, Return of the Living Dead, or Blood Feast. Oh, you can't go wrong with either Sleepaway Camp or Return of the Living Dead. Either one of those, you can't go wrong. Have I reviewed the Maniac Cop series? Somebody asked me about Maniac Cop. I thought I did a Maniac Cop review of the movie and of the Synapse Blu-ray release, but I looked and I couldn't find it. So I don't know. I was almost positive that I had done a review of the movie and of that release, and if I did, the video's gone. I don't know what happened. Do you believe in the Christmas spirit? Are you going to meet him? I've not seen When Michael Calls. 10 to Midnight, one of the most underrated films ever. Film is awesome. Last chase scene is one of the most intense ever. I love 10 to Midnight, Southpaw. I love that flick. Great Blu-ray from Scream Factory. I agree. Alien 3, the assembly cuts. The only way to watch it. I agree. Am I going to pick up any of the new Mill Creek VHS slipcover releases? I'm not sure what are they, what are the new releases? Piz, will I direct Final Destination new movie? Yeah, if they call me and ask me to direct the new Final Destination movie, I will do it. Barbecue Network. I will agree to do it. B-Movie. Your favorite slashers in order are Chainsaw Massacre 74, My Bloody Valentine, The Prowler, Pieces, The Burning, Just Before Dawn, Halloween 2, Bloody Moon, Curtains, and Summer Party Massacre. Those are great picks, B-Movie. Those are fantastic picks. Halloween 4, Nightmare 4, or Friday 4? I'd have to go with Friday 4, Jerpin. I think Friday 4 is just perfect slasher movie. Maniac Cop or Psycho Cop? For me, Psycho Cop. I know Maniac Cop is far more well known, is a better movie, and it would win hands down in a poll between those two. But I love Psycho Cop. What's that blue light behind it? It's just LED lights. A string of LED lights that I put behind the TV. All right, Sasha, take care, man. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, man. Take care. Maniac Cop 3 is a good movie. I don't remember very much of Maniac Cop 2 or 3, to be honest. My Psycho Cop review is one of your favorites, Adam. That's cool. You were laughing so much watching it. Yeah, I love Psycho Cop and Psycho Cop 2. Mr. Majestic, I agree, yes. Love Mr. Majestic. Mr. Majestic. Need to go back and rewatch that. It's been a while since I've seen it. Witchboard live commentary? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. When I get snow on the ground, you got to throw in the Blu-ray of Curtains. It's been a few years since I last saw Curtains. I may need to get it out and rewatch it pretty soon. Sauce Man. Hello, Sauce Man. What's up? Part 4 Jason's the best. Yeah, I still play bass a little bit, Zephys. I'll just grab it and go to town. Just kind of, I don't know. It's just, it's a nice little stress reliever. It's, yeah. Slaughterhouse 87. Yes, I've seen that, Aaron. Just want to say thanks for hanging out so late. I work nights, so it's always nice to have someone else awake. Oh, cool, Alexander. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate it. I've actually not seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Dave. No Mercy vibes when a stranger calls in Hudson Hawk. Okay. I might get the Hudson Hawk one. I don't know. Do I like Prime or Shutter better? Prime. I like Prime better. Yes, I did like Starry Eyes, Mariam. I did like that movie quite a bit. I think the lead actress, did a really good job. I think she's a good actress. She was also in Dr. Sleep. She played the Shelley Duvall character. And did a really good job there, too. Really good actress. You think Kid Rock should have done the Super Bowl halftime show this year, Jared? I seen how you looked when I asked about the game. It's okay, I feel the same way. The game? What game? Oh, you asked about Friday the 13th, the game part 2? Or does current Friday the 13th stand a chance? Friday the 13th, the game part 2. If you're asking me if I think there's going to be a Friday the 13th, the game part 2, no. I wish that they would like release mod tools or something for that game, which I think people on PC have created their own mod tools for that game, but I wish they would release like mod tools for the console versions, so that you could create your own maps, you could create your own counselors, create your own Jasons. I think that would be really cool. I did play Friday the 13th, the game, for the first time in forever on Twitch just a few nights ago, and that there's still quite a community playing Friday the 13th, the game. I had no trouble finding a game. I played I think 3 different games. Nobody was glitching. Nobody was, exploiting, map glitches or anything like that, which is always good to see. So yeah, but no, I don't think there's going to be a part 2 Friday the 13th, the game. I think the closest we'll get to Friday the 13th, the game part 2 is, the Predator game that the same developers are developing. Am I a fan of Cannibal Corpse and Alice Cooper? Occasionally I'll listen to some Cannibal Corpse. Not on the regular, though. Occasionally I'll get into that, some good death metal. I'm still awake, Jeff. Yes, I'm still awake. It's nearly 3 a.m. here on in Kentucky. Wow, nearly 3 a.m. Jeez. Dead by Daylight owns Friday game. I could never get into Dead by Daylight, Southpaw. Played it a few times, just could not get into it. Yeah, there was so much hype and so much goodwill behind the Friday the 13th game, and you know, that I was gonna do a video talking about that game months ago. I was gonna call it Friday the 13th, a great and terrible game, an autopsy, and just talk about the good and the bad when it came to Friday the 13th game. When that game was good, it was so fun. When that game was bad, it was so bad. So it's unfortunate the way that it got abandoned. And I don't think the developers were 100% upfront with us about why they abandoned it. And even if the court case was the issue, they abandoned it way too early. So, I don't know. There was just so much hype and so much goodwill for that game, and then it just, Do I like Iron Maiden? Sure. Yeah, I like Iron Maiden. What time did I start this stream? I started it 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 35 seconds ago. Who have you met from Jason Takes Manhattan? Just Kane Hodder, I believe. I don't think I've met anybody else from that movie. Just Kane. It was a lot better than the NES game. I love the NES game. I actually thought about doing some streams with the NES game, the old NES game, and playing it. I have fun with that game. I have fun with it. I can still play it now. Yeah. You just watched Don't Torture a Duckling? No, cool. You're still here. Vanderhoff, cool, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Team Killing, Jerpin. I remember that. Yeah. Yep. Most watched horror flick in my collection. Well, there's two movies that I've seen the most out of everything. One is Jaws, and the other is The Lost Boys. Those are the two movies I've seen the most, I think, in my life. And probably in a close... the original Friday the 13th would be right up there. The original Halloween would be right up there. Those would probably be the top three. You saw me play Friday the 13th the game back in the day, and you even bought one of the controllers I sponsored. Oh, cool. What version did you get, Sauce Man? What version controller did you get? Did you get a part 3, a part 4, 5, whatever? I've got my 5 right here. My PS4 controller. I don't use it anymore though. But got that one right here. And I got my Xbox One Part 5 controller. I've not turned my Xbox One on in forever. I do really like the feel of the Xbox One controller though. Great feel. Luke Board, what's up, man? Good morning. I guess we can say now, LOL, watching Hellraiser 2. Just finished part 1. It's a Pinhead night. Nice. Very nice. My Bloody Valentine, have you seen that a lot? I have. Yeah, I've seen My Bloody Valentine a lot, Jeff. Watched My Friend Dahmer and Dahmer recently. Love those flicks. The Gacy flick's not, the Gacy flick's not very good. But My Friend Dahmer and Dahmer are both very good. You've probably seen Halloween 2 more than the original, Jerp. Piers, you're going to hate me for this, but I don't really care for the OG TCM very much. I grew up loving Leatherface, Chainsaw 3. I've always loved Chainsaw 3. That's fine. I like Chainsaw 3 too. Controller. There you go. PlayStation 5 is supposed to be backwards compatible with like every PlayStation game, or like PS1 games, PS2 games, PS3 games, PS4 games. That's what I've heard, and I really hope that is the case. I really hope that's the case. You put a post-it note inside every Blu-ray when you watch the movie so you know how many times you've watched it. Wow. That's interesting, Dave. Very interesting. No, thank you. Thank you, Jeff. What's the worst movie I've ever seen? Oh, my goodness. Well, there's really bad movies that I find enjoyable. The Last Slumber Party is a really bad movie, but I find it really enjoyable to watch. The Last Slumber Party is a really bad movie, but I find it highly enjoyable. A really bad movie that I did not find enjoyable. Let me think about that for a second. Or I don't know what would be the worst movie I ever saw. I've seen a lot of really, really bad movies. I've talked about the video store, the mom and pop video store that I used to hang out in a lot back in the day. The guy was a huge horror movie fan. He had an enormous horror section, and me and a couple of buddies, we'd go back there, and if it looked like a slasher movie, we'd rent it. He had this like policy. You got to rent 3 old movies for 3 nights for $3. So, I mean, we just rented everything. And we saw some real crap movies. So, you know, I don't know. I can't really think of the worst, but I've seen a lot of bad movies. Oh, goodness. We've been going for nearly 2.5 hours, guys. Still got 60 people watching, so thanks a lot for hanging out tonight. on this cold late night here in Kentucky with me. I appreciate it, guys. I think I'm about to wrap the stream up. But, yeah, again, if you're on Twitch, be sure to drop me a follow over on my Twitch channel. I do plan on doing some game streams over there. Friday the 13th, the game, The Last of Us, different games like that. Maybe even, the occasional, Call of Duty, just, whatever. Maybe some Friday the 13th, the old NES game, perhaps. I don't know. But anyway, if you're on Twitch, drop me a follow on Twitch. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, again, thanks so much for hanging out tonight, guys. I really appreciate it. And, yeah, it's been a fun stream. Toffee20, what's up? Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Go 5 more hours? No way. I could not last another 5 hours. After probably another hour, an hour from now, you would probably just see me, I would just be out of it. So, but, I will do that, Luke. I will tell Jeremy hello for you. Tomcat X is now following me on Twitch. Thank you. I appreciate that. Freaky Jason. Oh yeah. You guys, some of you guys might remember the Freaky Jason days. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Yeah. Thanks again for hanging out, guys. I know a lot of you guys have been here since the very beginning. Thanks for forcing me to go to bed. Sorry, not Morgan Freeman. But you got to go to bed sometime, man. Got to get that beauty rest. But, yeah, thanks again for hanging out tonight, guys. I appreciate it. We will do this again very soon, I promise. So, yeah, take care. Have a great one. And until next time, peace.